That is a hot bridge pickup. That is super honky. Okay, let's just talk for 1 second about really effective potentiometers. So, just right now, I'm running into the amp clean. You heard the clean sounds, first thing I did, right? I'm pushing the amp with a Morning Glory into an Angry Charlie. And that's on like 1, and it cleans up. All bridge pickup, right? Oh, that's awesome. Well, I guess that's the intro. So today, we're going to be checking out the Slick brand SL57. Aged vintage cream guitar, right? Obviously a Strat style. Now, if you've paid any attention to this channel or any of the older stuff, there's been 2 SL57 videos. One was the review when I first got mine. Hey guys, welcome back to Gear and Guitars with the first one I got, which was a few years ago. Philip McKnight actually commented on that video, and then soon after did his own Slick video. So that was a really cool moment for me as a YouTuber. But that video has some of the most hits on my channel. It was an in-depth review. I really enjoyed that guitar. Then you would have saw it again. It was a giveaway I did probably a year and a half ago or so. I completely refinished the guitar. So we're gonna get... And somebody had won a giveaway, and I sent them a guitar. Chris Wayne, I'm looking at you. But unfortunately, I sent him an Epiphone SL, I think. And unfortunately, when he got to him, it had a headstock break. So, terribleness. So I ended up sending him that Slick because great guitar. And I figured, you know what? It's been a while since I had one of those. And I gotta admit, ever since I gave the guitar to Mr. Wayne, I have missed it. I am not a big Strat guy. I like them. They are my third favorite guitar. You know, Les Paul, Telly, then Strat. But of course I grew up Hendrix. I love a Strat. Everybody that I look up to as a guitar player has played a Strat at some point. I mean, everybody's played everything, right? The nifty thing about the Slick when I got it, one of the big deals for me, was that it has a tilt back headstock. Getting very Ibanez-y there, you know? And that just makes the break off the nut better. It's just better. You know, you get the straight string pull. I know the headstock. I know, we'll get there. Okay, but it gives you a straight string pull. I've always liked that. And then they sold me on everything that I'm about to say here. So you have an ash body, okay? Not pore filled. There's no grain filler, pore filler in there. What they do is they hit it with automotive paint, and then they sand it back, and they do their relicking, their aging, as you would, you know, relic guitar, right? You get a maple fingerboard, maple neck, that sound really good. I believe this pickup set that comes in the 57 is actually the Slick 65 set. I'm almost sure of that. And then you're talking from like 6-7K in the neck, 7-6 in the middle, and 8 and some change in the bridge. It covers all manner of stuff, but they come set up. I've never been the biggest fan of this squared end of the neck, but like I said, there's something about the neck that's kind of Ibanez-y. It's not super thin. It's a nice C shape. I will say, well, yeah, it's a C shape. I will say that it's flatter. I am not 100% sure the radius because you can't get the specs anymore. I was gonna go plagiarize the old video, but I figured I'd just be honest. You know what I mean? And let you know that you don't get the specs on the site anymore. Not like it used to be. Guitar Fetish, which if you didn't know is who carries the Slick brand, they were really good about letting you know every bit, every little piece, but it doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So one of the things that I love is the use of brass in the trim. So you got these really nice vintage style bent brass saddles, all the age screws, get to that in a minute too. And it comes with that big fat brass block, which I love. I'm a brass on a Strat style kind of dude. I think it makes it ring. Now, does it bring a lot plugged in? I don't really know. But in the room, it sounds nice and zingy. These are Alnico 5, that I am sure of. Everything about it is quality. I mean, the pots are good. I'm gonna do another video, so I just want to keep doing Slick videos, right? No, but I'm gonna pull off this. I'm gonna show everybody the guts, because I think that this might have to go head to head with this, the affordable relic options in a Strat style guitar. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to see that video, I might like to do that video. It'll be a little bit of work, but I'm very curious, and I'm gonna tell you why in that video. Okay, so yeah, you get the classic trim. Everything on here is set up great. When it got here, there was some buzzing, but it, had to sit for a couple of days because I don't know exactly where they ship out of, to be honest. A lot's changed when it comes to Guitar Fetish. I used to do a lot of business with them, and then I started trying other places, But this, I will say, is lighter than the one I had before. It's no 7-pound Strat, but maybe 7.5 pounds. Maybe. Yeah, I don't think that's an 8-pounder. But here's the thing about this guitar. More than anything about anything else, sounds great. I think this is a great guitar. It's got little brass tips on the tuners too. That's pretty cool. They are brass inside the tuner as well, the gear, but big whoop these days, right? Mr. Slick's silhouette on that neck plate there. So this, I believe, I believe they list for something like $260. I know these kind of do have that built-in thing because you see it and it's like, you know, $5 whatever the cost. You save X amount, but they sell them for, you know, Guitar Fetish is always having sales and stuff like that. As a player, I think it's great. I think it's one of the few guitars that having had one and enjoyed it, and then I didn't mod it, but I changed the way it looked. That's all I did. And that told me right there I had never wanted to change the way it sounded. And this sounds that good. I couldn't say whether it sounds exactly the same. I'm going to listen to both videos, the old one and this one. You know, I'm going to see, but I use completely different equipment now in the studio. I don't know, but it sounds great to me. If anything ever needs to be changed, I would think it would probably be the tuners. I've heard some horror stories. I didn't have any issues with them, but that doesn't mean that they're awesome. If I do change them, I might try and keep those tips because those things are awesome, dude. Check them out. Look at that. And yeah, now the headstock, that big old black slick. I don't mind the shape. I don't think the shape's bad at all. I hate that it's, look how beautiful, right? Now the aging, it's better than some, not as good as others, but you're talking about a sub $300 guitar, so I'll take it. Again, looks pretty sure it was hand aged. The Swamp Ash looks to be nice and grainy, you know. The beef that I'll give is this thing is, I think it's beautiful. I mean, it looks it doesn't look like that's real wear, a little bit, but not so much. They did a little more here than some guitars do, but you know, it still looks good, you know. It's got vibe, you know. It's got. So the one change I will make is to sand that off, and probably just draw something up. I'm an artist, why not throw something on there? These do have scarf joints, and I'm appreciative of that considering it has a layback headstock. So let's do goods. Feels great. I would like this to be rolled. I am going to roll it. It's soft, but it's still not like a roll. It's a hard thing to do at the lower price point, and I'm aware of that. But it's comfortable. It's not cutting. Feels good. Plays great as far as I'm concerned. I love the neck. I've never quite had one until now that felt like that, comparing to my other one. You know what I mean? I think the pickups are amazing. I like low output pickups, but you got to remember I'm a Les Paul dude for the most part. So high output for me, low output for me. You know, you're talking around 8. You know, 7.5, 8. I got a lot of guitars in there. My P90 guitars are in there, and it's nice that this has some kick to it. I don't see myself changing anything on this guitar, except for the one beef that I really have. If you look at the screws holding the bridge in, the jack, those things are so rusty, dude. It's a lot. So I'm gonna take a little wire brush. I'm gonna take some of that rust off. They went a little far with the aging, but yeah, the one thing I do, it's weird to me, and it's always been, that they go through the effort to age it the way they do. I mean, they go hard. They age everything. Look at those. The pickups themselves are aged. You know what I mean? The screws, the knobs, the covers, the bridge, everything. The neck is brand spanking. Everything about it. And I always wondered, it's like, you know, so is this the vibe of, I had this great vintage guitar that I loved, right? But I snapped the neck and I had to go get a new wave neck with a layback headstock and a freaking Graph Tech nut. That's pretty cool though. I like that comes stock. It's a great guitar. I'm a fan. So that all being said, let me know if you'd like to see the Battle of the Cheap Relics. They both have interesting spec, and I feel like that could be interesting. You guys let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. And also, before I sign out, just like before, all the straight cleans that you heard in the beginning, and then those cleans at the end. Anything with dirt, I was running my JHS pedal board. It's easy and simple and right there. But all the rest of those cleans were coming out of this Bugera. So this will be more than one video that I've had to say, man, quit crapping on the V series of the Bugeras, man. They're good. What do you mean? Other stuff coming up. Still got that amp to show you guys. Just trying to figure out how I want to do that. I got a guitar build that I'll let you guys rebuild that I'll let you guys in on pretty soon. I'm thinking I'm getting ahead of myself. Thanks for hanging out, checking out Gear and Guitars with Mel. As always, I'm Mel. Catch you on the next one.